Hey, let's start off with a really quick apology. This turned more into a 1.9 rant than an MHC commentary, so just apologize for that up front. Greetings, Arsmalik here. This is the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge for March 2016. You are watching my version, which is sped up about 3 times normal. Just for full disclosure, I had very, very little interest in doing this month's challenge. Oh, and the reason that I am doing this MHC, though, is basically because my home IP address has been under DOS attack for the last 7 days, and it sucks up the bandwidth, making it impossible for me to play online, Skype, TeamSpeak, do anything that has to do with actual bandwidth for any period of time. I just get lag spikes or completely disconnected. So I had to do something single player, and I guess I just chose to do MHC. To be honest with you, I feel like the reason that I chose to do it is because Box sent me an email wanting to do MHC as a group, which I was hoping I would do March as a group, but the same reasons I'm about to go into as to why I don't want to do MHC solo this month are the same reasons that I don't want to do it as a group this month. I don't really see any fun in a challenge where your goal is just survive or just build something. I want challenges that actually have a goal, like capture a witch, that was a good one, or collect one of every food item, that was awesome. I really feel like since this is the first 1.9 challenge, it should not have been randomly generated it should have been handpicked by Michael Deering to be something 1.9 specific. But I don't know. He's not doing player updates anymore. Apparently he's lost interest. So unfortunately, the burden now fell to Baker Bell, which is a shame because she's awesome. And I have no reason to think that she's bored with MHC like I am. But now she's kind of stuck doing it because she took on the burden. So anyway, this one is to survive on an island, which is pretty easy to light up if I would have bothered to take the time putting torches on the island, and then surviving would purely be a matter of just standing there and not taking any food. I was slightly intrigued by a big hole in the ground, and decided that I did not want to live up on the surface of the island whatsoever. So, I don't know. I don't really even feel like commenting. I don't actually like 1.9. I think there's way too much custom models in resource packs and too much in command blocks, so none of those things are pure Minecraft anymore. People who make a lot of command block constructions in their maps, they're making a game that's not Minecraft, and I'm here to play Minecraft, not someone else's game. If I wanted to play a different game, I'd go play, Don't Starve or Undertale or whatever's popular these days. So, not really interested in current advanced map making. Hopefully next month's MHC will have a better, more interesting theme. I really do think that it should be hand-picked. I think the random wheel was fun one time, but not every time. I think MHC should be hand-picked by Michael Deering, and they should be specific to something going on in the Minecraft MHC community at the time. Or just a cool, fun challenge with a goal. So, the rest of this episode, I'm just not going to commentate. You can watch it just to see what my strategy was. You can see something that I found. And you can see a 1.9, what I consider to be a bug. I did not play... I don't know. At one point in this video, I played way too carefully. when I realized my hunger was getting low, and then I kind of played a little bit recklessly. My heart just isn't in it. So, sorry to give you guys a depressing video, but I do think my approach might have been interesting for people to see. I was really debating whether or not I would put this out at all. So not really too interested in playing maps. I guess in general, I am interested in playing maps by some of my close friends that are done in vanilla, or some maps that use low tech. I'm interested in a new map that Jagarbov's been working on, and I think that's gonna be it for me for Minecraft. Definitely playing Realm Smalek, and that's a lot of fun, but I don't like 1.9. I really don't like the way that the offhand works. I thought that it might be useful, but you can't put a torch in the offhand, because if it works if you have, like, let's say you have a sword and a torch, that works fine. But if you switch off the sword to any other block, which is what I typically do, for example, if you have a block in your hand and you have a torch in your offhand, and you're trying to right-click and jump up and make a pillar, like place blocks, well, you can't, because it alternates between block, torch, which is completely messed up. So, and you can't put a pick in your offhand, because right-clicking your pick doesn't do anything. So basically, I can probably have a bow in my offhand, which does sound attractive to me, but it's sort of limits the use of offhand other than that, because you can't really put, I guess you could probably put a block in your offhand. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the new combat system. I don't really see why they felt they needed to change it. I thought it was basic, the way that Minecraft is supposed to be. They didn't need to add this whole delayed swinging thing. I could probably grow to like it, but I just feel like they didn't need to spend a year and a half just to implement that. And I don't like a lot of the new sounds. I shouldn't say new sounds. The new sounds are fine. I don't like that they changed a bunch of sounds. Let's see. I don't really care about the Ender Dragon, even the new fight, from what I can tell. It's a little bit harder, a little bit more interesting, but don't really care. I don't really see why they... I know they wanted to make something more in the end, but basically they made villages that have more random loot, but, like, getting loot, like, if you're a survival player, getting items that is in the loot chests has never really been an issue. I do think that the new arrow types are cool. I feel like everything else was just them kind of, ooh, what would be cool, what would be fun. There's no real direction, or there's not. I don't see anything in 1.9 that was worth waiting a year and a half for an official release. So, take that as it is. And I do think shields look cool. I don't see myself using a shield. I don't when I'm exploring. When I'm surviving, when I'm exploring, I'm typically either caving or building. I don't really put myself into the position of huge mob battles. And one-off mob battles are just fine with a sword. So, and I don't do PvP. Actually, I guess thinking about it here, I think the reason they put this new combat in 1.9 is for PvP, which Minecraft will never be a proper PvP game. If you want to do PvP, go play a first-person shooter, something that was built for PvP without goofy hitboxes and lag and blocky states. Play something that looks real and has a lot more combat functionality natively built in, not just slapped on. So yeah, I guess this turned into a 1.9 rant. I mean, honestly, like at this point, if I'm not playing on my realm, I don't really see myself playing Minecraft much longer. you guys have a good March.